Do you ever wonder if there's actually any cryptids out there? Like you get the feeling that maybe there's still a little bit of magic in the world? Well, I've got one for you, and I think it's kind of a banger. You've heard of dragons, you've heard of armadillos, you've heard of artichokes, but have you heard of an animal so elusive that many people don't even realize that it exists? A creature that looks like something from out of a fairy tale. Like, it looks like it is straight out of the Feywild, but it's tragically very, very real. I'm Cora Poe, and after years of ADD and insomnia, I've had the free time to study and wonder about many things. So, this is Slumber Myth, a place for that insomnia fuel. This is the story of my favorite animal, the pangolin. Segment 1. What is a pangolin? Imagine a pine cone. Now imagine that pine cone fell in love with an artichoke. Now imagine that the offspring of them fell in love with a tiny dragon. Well, that's what it looks like. An artichoke pine cone dragon with little legs and a pointy little face and a long sticky tongue. Oh, and scales, of course, like a dragon. Or honestly, maybe a little bit more like an artichoke. Now, curl it up into a ball like an armadillo or a roly-poly. And that, my friend, is a pangolin. Pangolins are mammals, but they're covered in scales. They're the only mammals on Earth with this feature. Each of those scales is made out of keratin, the same material that our fingernails and rhinoceros horns are made out of. And just like our nails, those scales grow throughout their lives. And just like rhinos, humans are humaning all over their adorable, unique little existences. There are 8 species of pangolin, and they can be found in parts of Africa and Asia. Some pangolins live in trees, some burrow underground, but my personal all-time favorite animal specifically is the Indonesian tree pangolin. I mean, look at this little guy. I would die for him. Whatever the climate and lifestyle, there's one thing that all species of pangolins have in common. All of them are shy, secretive, and almost never seen by humans. Except, of course, when humans go looking for them. Segment 2. The tragic truth. So there is one thing you should know about pangolins. They are the most trafficked mammal in the world. Every year, thousands upon thousands of pangolins are stolen from their habitats, smuggled across borders, and illegally sold in wildlife markets. Their beautiful scales are ripped out and ground into a powder to make a traditional medicine. Their meat is served as a delicacy. Their existence is being erased. And please, don't get me wrong, I can appreciate any culture's ancient traditions. But when those human habits begin to delete an entire branch from the taxonomy tree, I feel like maybe we should use our unparalleled intelligence to not be so goddamn selfish. No matter who you are, where you're from, what your culture is, and what you believe, I can't fathom a way to justify what we are doing to the pangolins. They are so special. According to SavePangolins.org, there are 8 species of pangolins. All pangolins belong to the genus Manus in the family Manidae, which is the only family within the order Phyllodota. Although pangolins share similar characteristics with xenarthrans, anteaters, armadillos, and sloths, they are in fact more closely related to carnivora, that of cats and dogs. I just find the fact that this little flightless dragon being related to cats and dogs so endearing. I could cry. And here's the cruelest irony of all. Their greatest defense is also their greatest weakness. When poachers are able to find pangolins, they don't even need to chase them. They don't need to fight them. They just pick them up and take them away. The scales are worth a lot of money. Segment 3, a reason for hope. But this day isn't just about tragedy, it's about change. Conservationists, scientists, and everyday people all over the world are fighting to protect pangolins. Many countries have strengthened laws against poaching. Sanctuaries have been built just for rescued pangolins. And awareness is growing. It's just growing too damn slowly. And that's why we are here together at the tail end of International Pangolin Awareness Day. Segment 4, conclusion. The world is still full of mysteries. Flora and fauna that's always been a part of this gruesome, amazing, chaotic fantasy world that is planet Earth. And just a few of those mysteries have a wisp of magic left in them. Creatures we rarely see, stories we never hear, or the stories you do hear about monsters long ago, brought into existence by oral tradition after people witnessed actual creatures like the pangolin. But every bud, every bit of creature lore, the genesis of every cryptid is inspired by the magic that's actually found in the world around us, like the bizarre and beautiful and adorable pangolin. So they're out there, living, breathing, surviving, existing, without a single thought of what humans are or what we want. Endangered creatures like the pangolin are out there, waiting for us to notice them, to care about them. And tonight, you noticed the pangolin. So from the bottom of my insane, animal-loving heart, thank you for stopping to learn and to look at them with me. What else might you see if you start looking more? To learn even more about pangolins and how to help, visit savepangolins.org and the PangolinCrisisFund.org. Let's make sure they are noticed by more humans that want to protect them than humans that want to murder and extort them. Let's make sure the pangolin, a creature so whimsical and precious that it makes me feel like there is still some magic left in the world. Let's make sure they're not a secret anymore. Thanks for letting me rant about my favorite animal. Happy International Pangolin Awareness Day.